a little bit of Kingdom Come Deliverance. We did quite a few YouTube videos in this game. We got quite far, but what I've done is I've played a lot of it off stream, so an off video off YouTube. So I'm progressed a lot further than I was on YouTube. So if anybody's seen those YouTube videos and wondering why the heck it's so far on now, it's because of that reason. I've just been grinding on it. I've been doing a lot of training with the swords and things like that, with the like the sword trainers in the different towns, and I've also been doing a lot of lockpicking skills, things like that. But anyway, what I wanted to do is I wanted to see right. So before, when we used to play this game, again, it was on medium settings with the GTX 980. This is now pumped up to ultra on every setting with the new 1080 Ti. And this should give us a little bit of a test on the stream. Sure, let's see how good this game plays. With my current setup, bearing in mind the processor and the RAM is not top end, but the graphics card now is. So I just want to see how this copes on stream. First of all, what we'll do is I need to just change some of the settings for the stream. So I'll just minimize that. Okay, so I don't even actually know where I am. I think we have to investigate a death or something on here. Find out more about Limpy Labush and talk to the priest. Okay. And also, as you can see, again, if you've been watching YouTube, we have actually unlocked a lot of the map now. So I've just been doing a heck of a lot of this stuff. But in terms of graphics and gameplay and... Alright, okay. I'll tell you what, it runs pretty well. Do the graphics look amazing? Let's see. How do I put stuff away? And how do I... hang on. Okay. Right. Okay, that's pretty gory. I'm assuming we can show this stuff on stream.
They did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have... Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Okay. This is running really smooth, guys. Say it's on ultra settings now. And graphically, I'm not blown away by it, but at the same time, it looks pretty tasty. It does look pretty nice. So, what I want to do is we want to talk to people, I think, but I don't know. I don't know where people are. Okay. Let's try and find someone to talk to about this. No, you guys can't help me. We could talk to the priest. Wake him up. There's no time to sleep.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Okay. So meet the parish in the evening at the tavern. Well, it's evening now. Are you going back to sleep? Are you in the tavern? No, 'cause it's too late. So, okay. Where's the inn then? Lodgings. Lodgings is the inn, right? So what? I want to go for. I want a bed for the night. Where can I get a bed for the night? Maybe on the other side. Might just wait then. Okay. It's still raining. Oh, still locked. So, right. We could always find out more about Limpy Little Bosch. But how do I find out more? Just by asking random people? Do we speak to her?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
That's all. Thank you.
So I guess we've already spoken to her before, because it's all greyed out. So I don't want to speak to her again. What about this guy? The innkeeper.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. And that's not all. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Nothing out of...
His was greyed out too. So, right, is anybody in here? Can we go in here yet? No, we can't go in there yet. Let's go speak to someone else in another shop. So this is running smooth, really smooth, and the graphics aren't that bad. I mean, the road looks pretty nice with the rain. You know, look at that. That's pretty cool. So, nope. Is it still not like daytime? Maybe wait till 9? Wait till 9. Okay. Now it's open.
God be with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa.
I don't know nothing about it.
That's all.
Good day to you. What?
Okay. I'm out, I'm out. I'm out, okay. So, he can't help me, so who else we got? There's another shop. It's open.
Mother
Oh,
of God! Good health to you.
I've come in the name of...
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow.
That man Lubosh who was murdered. What was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not until yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Jesus.
Do you know anyone Lubos used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
That's all. Thank you.
Message shot to everybody?
I've come in the name of...
Ask all.
Oh, so what we're going to do, we're
Who
going to
was-
skip... Sorry
Who's it
guys,
with?
if anyone's watching this
Have you noticed?
for the dialogue, but it's just the same stuff, so
Do you know
it's
what-
just...
How would I?
None of them
Do you know
know.
who...
I don't know.
Okay,
That's all.
let's try her.
I've come in the name...
Ask.
Should have
That's
been
all.
asked, so it's fine. Okay, so let's go back out. That's the innkeeper, that's the ale maid. Anybody else in here? Alright, okay. Alright. That's your storeroom, that's no good. Anyone in here? What about you? Already been asked. Okay. This guy?
I'm honored that a knight...
It's already been asked. Mm-hmm. Nope. No, I think I need to go to like the places that you can actually go to, like. So we've been to these places. Maybe down to the grocers this way. Check these guys.
Young master. Things will get worse. And then they'll get God has... It's written in...
Thank you.
I thank you.
God be with you.
Okay. Alright.
I hope I can...
So he's no good. What about you?
I'm honored that a...
No good. Oh, hello. No good. What about you? No good. I spoke to a lot of these people when I first got into this town. They were all sort of gathered round at the guy's house, so I spoke to a lot of them then. That's why they're all greyed out.
Good day to you.
But it's just no good to me. I mean, this is horrible. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe anyone that's got a villager, I'm not going to ask them because he's just generic. I want to ask people that have actually got names. Who's that? Villager. Who's this? Marouche. Marouche. Already been asked, of course. Who's this?
God be with you.
No good. No good.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Another thing about Luke.
No.
Another thing.
Oops. So that's no good.
I hope I can be of help to you now.
I've come...
Of course.
That's all.
Maybe I should just find out more from the priest tonight, I guess. that what it says? Meet the priest in the tavern in the evening. Well, see if we can't like get ourselves nourished and actually bedded. Bedded, is that the right word? Is that like, you know what I mean, like in a bed? Bedded to take a woman, a court a woman, as you would say in these times.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest.
Is there somewhere I can...
Aye, there's room. For how long?
Just the one...
Sure, but
Here you are.
you'll like it.
Okay.
Be a bit more careful.
Is it up here? Where's my room? Okay. No, don't.
What the hell?
Mash. Try to talk to you. While you're in here.
Honored.
Okay, I spoke to you already. It's fine. Okay, so...
What is it?
Sit down.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. He just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
he did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noel? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well,
So we're only getting about 30
here's to those
FPS here,
poor
though.
souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this...
Henry, that's not... If people...
Are you just making...
I'm sorry you see it.
I always wondered...
Well, it has to be some... A tongue lash, especially. Well, I hear you. I'm thinking...
What?
The the lament, just like a...
Sorry, guys, I'm just checking the,
was...
skipping this a little bit, because it's going all over the place. Right, okay, so...
Thanks for this...
What do you suppose?
Ah.
I knew you wouldn't...
Okay.
Przyszła bida mora lat, to nie ustoi żadnej chlap. Na kraj padł dziesnej smutek, dnielno i rano utek, niech już małżeński majstrak, do wczera żylne staje brak. Už sejmoj svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich muži. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požadem si huby jako poslední den. Buďme se vámi a do rána stávy a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra jen tu jsou nejdem, tak nalej mi hned a točí se svět.
Enough of this! Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh. You looking for a fight?
Oh, no.
Henry, back me up.
I haven't done combat for ages on this. I don't know how to do it. Oh dear.
Hey!
What was the... Was it Q for block? I can't remember what was block. Dear.
Oh dear. Yeah, that hurt.
Have I got someone else on me now, no? Okay.
So, my dear, would you like to have a little ring on the bell? No sooner said than done.
This is probably not a good idea.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dear. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Alright. Someone's gonna get hurt here, aren't they?
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Lovely.
Ah, bloody oath.
And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Okay.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
Okay. That's not good.
Priest has
Let's just mute that a little bit. Okay, that's not good either. That's no. No. Okay, that's better. I think we might have saved that, I'm not too sure. Sorry about that.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Okay. Sorry guys, I forgot about the different scenes in this game.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards.
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. so I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Okay, so guys, okay.
Well, alright. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do, exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Oh, great. I almost listened to the guy. Did anyone else listen to the guy?
What? What the hell are you doing?
Okay, so let's go.
Never show up. The swill.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Oh no. Start on modest.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is. Boy has a cheek. Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world. But that power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone. It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, enemies, injustice, hunger and chaos, failed harvests, fires, floods and other catastrophes. And it is all due to the corrupt servants of God who do not practice what they preach. They think sins can be washed away by money, and they sell indulgences, and that's bad, because sins cannot be redeemed with silver.
Prague didn't do much for his confidence.
And what sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
Oh dear.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
I say to you in the words of Jan Hus, he who knows much, let him speak much. He who knows little, let him speak little. Let each speak as much as he knows, and he who knows nothing, let him at least teach his neighbour one virtuous deed by setting him good example and refraining from playing dice and from fornication. And that applies both to priests
hopefully.
And to you, brothers and sisters.
That's his conclusion?
Oh, maybe not.
That is all I heard in Prague.
Oh dear. I don't think that went down as well as what the priest guy asked me to do.
Have you no shame, you pair of buffoons? For shame.
Utterly blasphemous.
Oh dear.
For men of the court to get drunken.